So this video is going to be about some new hunting gear that I purchased. I live in the northeast of New York, so up near Saratoga area. It gets pretty cold out here, and we do a lot of deer hunting and duck hunting here. So I bought two new systems. This system I'm going to talk about in this one is my Firstlite system that I bought from Firstlite, and I bought every piece of it in fusion pattern except for two pieces, which are the boots. One is a cipher pattern because the ones I wanted didn't come in fusion, and another set of my boots is just real tree mossy oak. So what I'm going to show you is how I plan on layering in the bow season, and then through rut, and then ultimately at the end of the season where it gets super cold. So as you can see here, we're just going to kind of start on with the layers, and I'll kind of put them on so you can see how they fit. I'm like a medium build guy, 5'9", 5'10"-ish. 170 pounds right now. What I have here are the large fusion lightweight merino wool pants, or these are the underlayers, and then I have the fused lightweight top. Comes with these little gaiters for your hands so you can put them in your coat. I probably pull them out once I put them into the coat and stuff, but this I think is so when you put stuff on it's easier so it doesn't bunch up. So I also have on these Lorpin. I like the calf high socks. Keep them up nice and tight, and they stay tight to your boots or inside your boots. And I also have some other socks I'll show you as well. So these are lightweight hike socks or hunt socks. Got these on a site called camofire.com. They sell a lot of cheap stuff, which is really awesome. Two things I'm going to tell you is that if you go on that site, camofire.com, and then there's another site, mountainarchery.com, you're going to find some discount prices on some of the stuff. So like I said, this is the Fusion from Firstlite. I'll have another video showing my duck hunting rig and gear for you as well. So this is the base layer. This is what I'm going to go with bow season. And I'm also probably going to run a couple of other things. So when it gets colder during the bow season, I have these here. I think these are called the furnace pant. And these furnace pant are kind of boot high, and they're zip off. So you can zip them off if you need to, but you can layer with these. So we get on with this. They're nice. They fit tight. Everything I wear is going to be a large pant and a medium top. That fits the best for me. They have a sizing chart that you can go over. This is the Kiln hooded. I think this is the heavyweight one. So this is again another heavyweight piece that you can go over with. Again, medium top with the hood. Fits really good. Again, they have like the gaiters on this. I'm assuming just so you can pull it through your jacket. This is a zip up. You can zip it all the way up, zip it all the way down. So that's pretty nice too. So you can really get it up close to your neck. And then this hood is really tight to your head. So if you do have to pull it, like sometimes the hoods come over the top, and when you look left and right, you can see left and right. It's pretty nice. So that's the first two layers. This is already pretty warm, I think, for early season. You'll probably just do one base layer for early season for bow. And then to top it off, like through the rut probably, when it's getting a little cold, maybe it's still like 40 degrees out, I've got these here are the Sanctuary, no, excuse me. These ones, I believe, are the Catalyst. Yep, these are the Catalyst large pants. And again, large pant just because of the length of my legs and my waist. They fit really good, just like this. And I opted for the suspender type, so I didn't need to wear a belt. Good options on all these. Zippers are nice. They got a lower, which I like, lower pocket here. That's where I kind of keep my cell phone and stuff, because if you're sitting in a tree stand or you want to get something quick, it's harder to get it out of this pocket, plus your coat's covering it. So I rarely use this pocket at all, if ever. And then they got this cool pocket on this upper piece too. So pretty nice setup. And then of course to finish that off, I got the Catalyst jacket as well. What I really like about the Catalyst jacket is it's lightweight. And then again, once you get in, you can pull those things off. You can get your gloves on, no big deal. It's got that nice tight hood. It's got an adjustable hood, I think 2 ways, so you can always look out. This is really tight to the body, So ultimately I just wanted to put all the way on so you could see the fit. So you're getting kind of cold weather, you'd be okay. This does not, and I don't think any other stuff has wind stopper like some other brands do. But if we're talking bow season, I'd say tight to the body, good fit. It's got good good mobility if you're gonna run and jump out there. And then of course, I got a couple of other Fusion pieces. One, the Fusion Gator that you can put on. Maybe it's getting a little colder out, maybe you wanna hide your face. You can put that on. And then I like to layer my hats. So first layer of hats, I got this thing for when it's sunny out, and then when it starts getting really cold, you got your first layer beanie. I like to kind of layer my hats like this, and then I'll put this over the top. So that's probably how I'll hunt through bow season. Luckily I have a Bow nose button, so I imagine when you start getting this stuff, I usually shave for the season, but this is pretty much the long and short of it. Fits really good in my opinion. I know I have one piece that I love for my Carhartt setup. I love this Carhartt hat. You know, obviously it's not a high-end hat or merino wool or any of that crap, but the really cool thing I like about this hat, like when I'm walking out to the stand, maybe I get up to my stand, it's really cold during gun season, and I have this, but the really cool thing about this hat, and I'll always have this hat, is it's got a face mask as well. So that's pretty cool. I've been using this for 4 years now. I love this hat. So it's a good piece. Again, this is pretty good for when it gets a little windy out. Problem is nothing has wind stop, so the layering thing is kind of a big deal. So this is not going to be good enough for maybe the rut and getting into the late season, but it'll be decent through the bow season. And through the bow season, I've picked up these lacrosse boots, again, picked up on Camo Fire. Got these 60% off. These are called the Atlas. I did some research on these, pretty happy with these. These are 1,200 gram, which is pretty high for the hot season, so that's why I got the lightweight Lorpin socks. So these will be for like the hotter days. You can hike in these. They're kind of tight though. So I got a 10.5. I'm usually a 10.5 in a sneaker. Lacrosse says buy them like sneakers. The only thing, and they are the right length for my toe, but they're a little tight here. When you put them on, they feel tight, especially with the socks, the wool socks. But after I worked out with them and was raking and did a bunch of stuff to break them in, kind of start to loosen up on you. So good part is the ankle pieces are tight, the toes are good, they stay good, but these will loosen up a little bit on you, I think, over time because the leather will loosen up. So highly recommend these. You can get these on Camo Fire for half price. I think they were like 78 bucks. That's pretty good. And then I'll kind of show you what it looks like for the the cold season. So again, this is more like early season stuff. I had a lot of time. I just had a baby, so a lot of time to do my research and find out the pieces that I wanted. And I know it's going to be pricey. This is going to, I mean, the total price, we just won't tell you the exact dollar amount, but it's getting up there. This is expensive gear, but it's also highly sought after. It's definitely tested in super extreme conditions. So I was happy to buy that. And if you got a buddy or you have a pro deal, you might get it a little cheaper. Now, let's talk about the rut and then supreme cold when you're sitting in a stand maybe. Lorpin heavyweight hunt socks, again, full all the way up the calf. I like it that way. I love these kiln pants because they stop at your boot height, which is nice. So I would wear those heavyweight socks. And then I went with the Sanctuary bib, which are pretty heavy duty. I gotta tell you, these ones, there's no specifics on that, but these are the heaviest bibs that they have. If I'm gonna be hunting gun season, I really don't care that they're heavy. I just want to stay warm. I haven't even taken this off it yet. I haven't even used these yet. Again, full bib, all the way up to the chest. This is again a large bib, so everything down here fits good. It's a little, I don't have a big belly, but it's pretty good. I'll wear the kiln and the 2 layers underneath. And these are actually zip off too, so you can zip these all the way up and around. so they zip off easily, so you can get the back off in case you got to do some business. And then they got the front zip in case you got to do anything up front, if you get my drift. And then I got the Sanctuary coat, again, medium top, large bottoms. See how these fit? These are heavier weight. Again, no wind stopper on this stuff, all fusion pattern. And if you get upset that they just came out with a new pattern, you know, I was too. They came out with a brand new pattern this year, and it's called, I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much the fusion with a little bit more orange or red in it. I'm happy with this fusion pattern. So the fusion pattern, again, that's why I don't have a beard in the hunting season typically. Boom, right over the top. With the hat on, they have a little heavier weight hat, but I think I can get away with this, or the orange hat, because it'll be gun season at that point. Boom, then we're looking good. This stuff is going to keep me warm for sure. All kinds of crazy pockets here. I'm sure this is a call pocket. You've got some additional things to buckle things to. Pocket there. You got pockets here, and the way I usually run these things is I don't run gloves. I don't wear gloves out in the field. I wear like sometimes I'll wear really light, like grenade gloves for snowboarding is usually what I've worn in the past. What I'll do with these, and what I've done pretty much all the time, is I'll run like a hand warmer and just kind of sit like this, and I'll just hold the hand warmers. I don't know why my hands don't get cold even when they're wet. I don't know. So I'm lucky there. I didn't have to buy any gloves, but I usually run, if I'm walking out to the stand, I'll wear some gloves, or if I'm dragging something or whatever the case is and I have to wear gloves, I'll wear some lightweight stuff. So that's how I'll run it this year for the Sanctuary. Now, these things are going to be hot. I know it's going to be great to have these. This will be the heaviest equipment I've ever used in the field as far as warmth and quality. They have some pretty cool like gaiters in here, so when you stick your hand in here, it feels like super warm. I think it's going to be pretty good. A little funky in there. There's like some seams or something I got to figure out, but this side feels really good. This one is a little funky on the seam. Maybe they stitched it to something else they shouldn't have. I'll look at that though. An interior pocket here. Then just kind of a drop-in pocket. Feels pretty heavy duty. Yeah, that's the Sanctuary setup, bibs and all. And then the last piece, the resistance, is these zippers are a little. They got zipper lube. I'm gonna put some zipper lube on here. The piece de resistance is the Cypher Lacrosse Alpha Burley. These are 1600 gram, which are akin to my wader boots, and I know they're warm. I got these in the 11, so they're pretty heavy duty. The only thing about these boots that are hard is getting them off. They're really hard to get off because they don't have any real way to grip them. So you can do the lacrosse probably inside. You can put your pants inside and then pull the lacrosse over the top. I don't know if you can see it. Then you'd be hiking out to the thing, or if you wanted to, you could tighten up the lacrosse inside and then run the pant on the outside. So you have either option, and they have a nice pull tab on the back to keep it tight to your leg, so you can pull it tight, snap it down, just like all the lacrosse boots do. And unfortunately, it doesn't match the fusion pattern, but whatever. I don't know what the deer are gonna say when they see it, but hopefully they don't make fun of me too bad. So all in all, this is the whole Firstlite package that I got. Hopefully it keeps me warm this year. Check out camofire.com for some cheaper boots. Maybe you want to go with a different base layer. Maybe you want to go with different socks. They have these things that rotate every single day. Use that website. You're going to find some good stuff on there as well. I don't know if they sell Firstlite that I've ever seen, but they do sell Sitka. So tune in for the Sitka one, full waterfowl review on, well, not review, but a full waterfowl setup with Sitka. This is again the fusion pattern from Firstlite, and Sanctuary setup. And the first one you saw was the Catalyst setup, and then killing underlayers, a merino base layer, and a fused top. So it's pretty cool. Enjoy.